All right, all right. I know we said we're starting at 7, but I am doing a little checks, make sure everything's good. This is my grandson, Bubby. You know, he was there, what, 2 lives ago. He'll be helping me out. Courtney's behind the camera. And we're in the Good Times Studios, so that tells you I'm back in Florida. And I'll talk about a couple things while we're waiting. And I know we're just a little early. It looks a little crooked. All right, we'll wait for some people to get in. And while we're doing that, I want to mention, got some new Good Times merchandise. This is a new shirt, new tank top. I got a new color. It'll be available on the website by the end of the week, probably. These new colors I got in, I want to show you. This is a little setup. Good Times, it's a state of mind. I know it may read backwards to you, but tell me who is there whenever they come in. Because they only show for a second on mine. I got some other new shirts here. We're gonna put them back because once everybody gets there. Same thing. Good Times is the state of mind. This shirt, one of my favorites. These Gildan's are real soft, and so stuff that I put on the website is stuff that I've tried, and I like them, and I like the way they feel. Y'all seen this one in many videos. Tank top, have them in all sizes. Good Times, it's a state of mind. And then a pink one, you may have seen that before. Good Times, it's a state of mind. We'll talk more about them, but all of these will be available on the website. Appreciate all the support. If you want to check it out, a couple things people have asked for. Got these new visors. Good Times, it's a state of mind. Right there, I'm liking that.
They match the shirt.
Yeah, I'm gonna wear this one throughout. I actually like these a lot. Whenever you see a lot of my first-person videos, I'm wearing them on these. You've seen that one. Good Times is a state of mind. You can wear that one. The new white tank tops, Good Times is a state of mind. The older Good Times style, there's different ones, and I'm going to put some of these on sale. So there's probably going to be, mention people that are coming in the room and how many's in the room.
We have 7 now.
All right. Yeah, we're not supposed to get started till 7, and it ain't like 7 yet. So when you come in the room, say, hey, where you're from, and then, yep. You may have to end up muting those.
Yeah, I did.
All right, we'll just wait a few minutes here, and I got some questions. What I'll do, kind of like how we'll run it is, let me come up a little closer here. Ken, hey Ken, it's crazy on these comments, they disappear. They're there and then they disappear. Kayak 7 Seas, y'all will see a video coming up with Kayak 7 Seas. He's up in the mountains. He does a lot of kayaking there, and he was good enough to go with me. He took me, showed me the French Broad River. Hey Chris, glad to see you guys. Glad to see you. What's the latest on Good Times, Mike? We'll talk about it. Let a few people get in the room. One of my number one people there, Ken. Let's see, Adventures, Happy Hours. Hey there. We'll talk. You had a comment I'm going to bring up earlier. Oh, actually yours was you were talking about here the boat is sinking, and here I am worrying about the refrigerator. You gotta have something for the cold beer, you know that. But we'll talk about that. New York, all right, that's where they're from. Y'all check out Adventures of Happy Hours. His name is showing up on there. He has a channel out of New York. Has a very nice boat. What kind of boat do you have? Mention that, and we'll say something to it. St. Augustine, glad Good Times is okay. Yeah, I'm glad she's floating. That's always a good sign.
Douglas, Georgia,
Douglas, Georgia, what's happening?
or Orlando.
Orlando, cool.
Stewartstown, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania, all right. All right, yeah, let me know where you're from. Stuart, yep.
Sarasota.
Kayak 7 Seas, if you'll look on here, guys, there's another guy, Kayak 7 Seas. He'll be putting a video out tomorrow. I'll mention him in the community chat. In my community chat, he's putting his version of the video out first. Mine will come fairly quick too.
What's up from Rome, Georgia?
Rome, Georgia. Let's see, who is that? I know. Let's see, who's
Michael
that?
Williams.
Yeah, Michael Williams. Yep. All right. So Courtney's going to read some questions that was from the video, the live yesterday. And I was going to put out a video. I've shot video on what I did on Good Times, as far as mitigating the issues. But I just really didn't have enough time to get that video together for tonight's video. So I want to just do a live and answer some questions. But we're going to do a giveaway. And we're going to do a t-shirt giveaway, buddy. Hold that one side right here. This is going to be, it's a Good Times, it's a state of mind, and the question's coming from the last video. And of course it'll be whoever puts it up first. Now I just want to say, this is a Gildan t-shirt. These are not like cheap t-shirts. They're very comfortable, very soft. And they wash. They're very nice t-shirts. They'll be available on the website certainly by the weekend, but I think by tomorrow. But I'm going to do a giveaway on this right here. And it will come from the last video in the Pelican Bay series. All right. And I'm going to give you a minute, if you don't know it, to go back and look. Let's see. How many? 16. All right. I'm going to hold up just a minute. But it's coming from, hopefully y'all watched the Pelican Bay Trip 2020 Part 11. And that's where the question is going to come from. So I'm going to just give a minute here, get a few more people in the room. While we're doing that, we're going to do the giveaway in just a minute. While we're doing that, the first questions I told you from last night, those first ones.
Mike Ray asked, I can't wrap my head around why I perfectly see where the boat would just start taking on water, if you can explain this.
Okay, Mike Ray was asking about why a perfectly good boat who is been floating for years would take on water. All right, so there's many situations that can occur when a boat, something like that happens, and I'll give you the skinny on what happened to Good Times. So y'all remember on the Pelican Bay trip, I didn't actually put this in there because obviously when you're having problems, this is always the issue of getting the camera on when you got a problem and you got to deal with it. But the long story short was, I had put lights on the boat when I hauled it out about 3 years ago. The lights that go down in the water. And you have to drill through the boat below the waterline to do that. And apparently the light that, when they supplied the light, they didn't put stainless steel screws in there, and I didn't realize it. They looked like stainless steel screws, but they weren't. So long story short, while we were underway going down to Pelican Bay, I happened to go down in the back cabin, and I heard water coming in. And long story short, got down there and looked, and that light, the screws had broken, and then I guess the light bouncing in the water, it popped loose. So then the wire that fed in there was allowing water to come in. Okay, so I had to make a quick fix. The boat was taking on water. It wasn't a big concern because I had 4 pumps on Good Times. Just redundant after redundant. Long story short, the only thing I was able to fashion for a quick fix was a toothbrush. Forced it into the hole. It worked, toothbrush, and when you're sinking, hey, you do what you got to do. And it's only a hole about the size of your pinky, so it's about a 1/4-inch hole. And we stopped it. Of course, then I watched it, but I watched it the whole trip, never leaked, all the way back the whole time. So basically that whole week, moving around, everything, all the way back. Once it was back at the dock, I kept an eye on it, and I planned on pulling Good Times out this coming month to do a bottom job. So I figured I would do that repair then, because it obviously wasn't leaking. Sometime apparently Sunday-ish or maybe Saturday, I don't know when it happened, but that did pop out. Now that's a problem because I have 4 pumps on that boat, and a 1/4 inch pump or hole should never allowed that much water into the boat that the pumps couldn't easily pump out. But something happened, and when Marty got there, he took a picture of it. The breaker for the charger tripped, and then guess what? The batteries died. So when the batteries died, and that little 1/4 inch eventually took over, and fortunately someone in the marina seen Good Times Listening. They called the marina quickly put a pump in there, pumped it out. I called Marty, and he came by and brought a spare battery and hooked it to my pumps, and then it was fine. The leak was already stopped actually by then. So in Good Times, is many people that know to have boats, usually unless you have a leakless, the shaft often leaks around the shaft. So my pumps come on and off every, several times a day. That's normal. That is very normal. But 1/4 inch leak, and then it shouldn't have happened. Whatever happened with that breaker should not have happened, but it did. So long story short, what it did was there was water in the forward cabin and the aft cabin. But when they pumped that out, it was down below the deck. And then obviously y'all seen it got into the refrigerator. It fried the refrigerator. And I will do a longer video. It'll probably come out on the weekend. I just didn't have time to get it all together. And then there's a few other things that I obviously have issues with. I've got the dehumidifiers there now, and fans going to dry it out. So I think y'all seen yesterday that she cranked up. So I kind of believe that she's in good shape. All right. Next question from last night, and then y'all can start asking questions. If you don't hear the answer to your question, then ask it for tonight. But
that was mainly just everyone's asking now, like was it all just the water from the marina? Was it like where all was the water coming from? Was it also dammed? Was there and then there's also already someone that answered your question for the giveaway.
I didn't ask the question.
He said, Ken Brand.
Yeah.
Wear those hooded sweatshirt.
Oh no. What he's saying. Ken is a very involved subscriber, and he helps me with ideas. And I got him coming. Some hoodies, some foul weather or colder weather gear. I know down here, you don't think about it, but up there, I know it's already getting cooler.
Yeah,
it's already getting.
Somebody donated $25.
All right, who was that? They got to get a shout out.
Culture, Lifestyle, and Travel.
Oh yeah, Culture, Lifestyle, and Travel. They got a nice channel. Good job. Thank you so much. Check them out. Culture, Lifestyle, and Travel. He's actually here in Florida. Him and his family, and I know they've been to North Carolina, and we'll probably get together at some point and do a collaboration. But I appreciate that. You may realize that I finally, after 3.5 years of YouTube channel, am I monetized, and you've probably noticed that from the ads. And one of the things that I enabled was super chats, and also on the super chats there's also badges, and some of my very involved people, you'll soon be getting those badges because you've already been helping me out spread the news. I like to say spread the fire. So sharing my channel, it really helps a lot. But thanks a lot, Culture.
And then Forever Fixin' asked, when you pull Good Times out of the water and fix the light, or are you going to put the dripless drive shafts in it?
Not the dripless, although I will do the repacking, and they will be dripping. The fact that the boat was leaking should not have been a problem. Whatever happened, and I'll tell you how I'm going to further solve that problem. Those pumps, there's 4 pumps. I forget what the GPM, but they're large pumps. They're not small pumps. There was no way I could get hit and have a pretty big hole in my boat, and those pumps should be able to keep up until I get the safety. That's why I have them, and I'll tell you why I have 4. This brings me to a good one. So if y'all will remember in 2019, actually the 2016 Keys trip, and if you go back, you can see it on my channel, we went down to the Keys. And we were offshore, 10,000 islands, no phone, no radio, and we were doing some nighttime navigation. It was it was right around midnight, and it's totally dark. You can't have lights on because you can't see anything, it'll blind you. And we're traveling, and we're about 3 miles offshore, and the boat felt weird. And I told the guys, I said, let me go, I need to go check something. I went down and I opened the hatches, and the water was this far up on the engines, almost to the spark plugs, and the belt was knocking water up. It was the salt water pump, which this happens, it can happen. So if you kill the engine, the salt water pump quits working, the pumps took off. All right, going back live. Live streams, you never know. And I'm on. Make sure. Yeah, you're all. Looks like you're all still there. Make sure. Yeah, you're all. Looks like you're all still there. It stopped on my end. I'm not sure what happened. But let me go back. So the story, we were offshore midnight, and I looked down there. The water was in there. I cut the engines off, and the pumps took over. They pumped it out, and disaster was averted. So the fact that that quarter-inch hole opened up should not have been an issue. Whatever tripped my breaker, and I haven't figured that out yet, was the problem, because it allowed my batteries to die. And so the way I was telling you I'm going to solve that is, y'all know Marty Zoffinger, he's putting solar panels on Kontiki, and I'm going to put them on Good Times. Because there will be times when we're not at the dock, and I don't want to take no chances of my batteries dying. I'll do full videos about that, and you'll see how I do it. I'll have multiple solar panels set up charging different batteries, so if one malfunctions, it'll still work. So.
And Chris Williams asked, will this delay the start of the Great Loop?
No, I don't think so. Chris was the first thing I thought about, was when the lady called me, and I actually turned on the camera the one of the few times that I had the camera when the lady called me. So you'll see my live reaction. But that's the first thing I thought about, is how in the world, I'm insured, Good Times is insured, but I thought there's no way I can get another boat and get ready for a year-long cruise. So no, that should not delay us. So let me talk quickly about that. So the update is, I hope to leave Tampa November the 1st, and I'll move it over to the other side of the state on the East Coast. We're going to take it to Merritt Island first, and these are plans. I don't want to speak too much for Zoffinger, but we're planning it. Then we'll bring his, and then every month basically we'll move. We're going to be in Merritt Island, and then probably St. Augustine, and then Savannah, and then Charleston. So the spring of next year, 21, we'll jump off for the loop. And the reason for that is you want to be in the colder waters in the summertime. So we'll leave Charleston spring of next year. But you'll be seeing the trip actually start November the 1st is probably, and you'll be able to follow all that. That brings up a good point. There's a mug right in there, Bubby. Look for that coffee mug, Good Times.
Forever Fixed.
No, is it right there?
Are y'all doing the Mississippi route or the Alabama route for the Great Loop?
Is there a coffee mug right there? There's one in the box, in there if you'll look, Nick. Don't hit anything. Cool. Okay. There's a box in there, and it's got the mugs. I want to show you about that. I'll answer this question, then I'll show you something about the mugs. What was the question?
Are y'all doing the Mississippi route or are y'all doing the Alabama route?
That's a good question. We're definitely going to be doing the Tennessee-Tom McGee waterway, and the reason is the Mississippi. If you look on there, first of all, there's lots of barges, and it's really a major shipping channel. And number two is there's not enough fuel stops on the Mississippi for our size boats. So you would definitely want to do the Tennessee-Tom McGee waterway. And so that's the way we'll go in, and we'll probably go up the Tennessee River and all the way up to Knoxville. So the cool thing about the trip is we're going to have stops to meet our subscribers. They're in a little square box inside a bigger box. we'll be able to meet up. We'll be having lots of meetups. So all of our subscribers, and if you want to meet up, maybe do a paddle, help out, we're gonna have some ways to help out. We're gonna have lots of opportunities. Me and Marty and I have definitely. There's another box, a little smaller than that one, and it could be in the trailer. But Marty and I have definitely talked about we don't want to rush, and we want to take our time and meet subscribers. So that to me is really the fun of the trip. So there's going to be lots of opportunities for that. Let's see, another question. The next one could be on the live ones.
Yeah, Dean Benson said meet up in Merritt Island.
Definitely. Yes, definitely. Actually, Dean, so what I was going to say about that, if you're interested in a meetup, and I'll put this in the show notes at the end, and you've seen it on all my stuff, but drop me an email where you're at mike@michaeljsteen.com, and we'll be putting all the emails together and categorizing them so that we're in places we'll try to reach out to you. Now, if we don't reach out to you and you see us getting close, call me or say something, send another email, because as you can imagine, there'll be a lot. But we're definitely looking like minimum per state, at least one per state, and more than that, of stopping and meeting up with people. I'll let Marty, when he does his video, he'll got some really cool giveaways coming, like super cool. There'll be a lot of stuff like that. So it's going to be a great time. What, another question, Courtney?
Just everyone's telling you where they're going to meet with you.
Okay. Remember, I won't see these comments. There's so many videos with so many comments. Drop me an email at mike@michaeljsteen.com. mike@michaeljsteen, STEEN.com. It's always on my videos, and it's always be in my show notes. Any of my merchandise is all in there, so you can find it. mike@michaeljsteen.com. What else? Scan back up. Was there?
Let me see.
I definitely would be excited for meeting y'all on the loop. That's really short of the adventure we're having. That's going to be the big adventure that we look forward to, is meeting a lot of people, and y'all kind of maybe showing us your town or your fishing spots, and we go paddle together, fishing together, camping together, like on some of these river things. I know Happy on ours, or their name always escapes me, but they're talking about some river kayak trips up there, some overnighters. So that'll be a lot of fun. Going forward, so Good Times, I'm going to put out a video this weekend. It'll show you basically what we did, but I planned on hauling her out next month. You'll see all this. I'll probably do a live when she goes out. It's all right. I'll do a live when she goes out, and you'll know it's being done, and the video will follow. But I'm prepping to be ready to go by November the 1st. And it's whether it's on the West Coast or around Florida to the East Coast, I can work on Good Times if because there are a couple of projects. And the biggest projects are the 2 hard tops with the solar panels. There's some other stuff that'll be finished before I leave, so I don't want to give too much of that away. Real quick, we'll do the giveaway. Now people are on here. The t-shirt giveaway right here. And the question is where it pays to watch our videos, is we stopped, me, Rich, and Marty stopped at a place, got out, had some cold beers on the sandbar. What's the name of that pass? What's the name of that pass? Those that live in Florida, it's a lot easier to, but I said it multiple times. And I'll answer a few questions. So
It starts with a J.
No. There was a big question. What was it? Or
Since y'all are going to Knoxville, that means y'all be on the Gunnersville Lake. My uncle owns a cabin on Gunnersville where they dock. It's actually a little fishing community.
And is that on the Tennessee River? Did you say? Or does it empty into the Tennessee River? We are, one of the things that want to do, one of the things I want to do is a couple years ago, I took a picture at the beginning of the Tennessee River. It's the convergence of two rivers. I don't remember the names. The person that just said they're from there mentioned the two river names. But the convergence makes Tennessee River. It's 1 mile north of Knoxville. I took a picture from the river to the water, and when I get there, I'm going to reverse that picture, and then you'll see them on the video. So I definitely want to go all the way up to Tennessee River, and
Somebody got one. Somebody guessed it.
Venice Jetty.
no, I'm talking the last video, part 11, the final video. We went out. I'll give you a little head. I'll give you a little cheat. It's at Fort DeSoto. It's the pass at Fort DeSoto. Those that know how to use Google Maps, you ought to be able to get it.
Dean Benson said Venice Pass.
No, that's Venice Beach. This is at Fort DeSoto. Remember in our last video, we stopped, myself, Rich, and Marty got out with the dogs. We were in the water, in the sand, floating, having a good time. Last night of the trip, and there was a pass there. Now this is for a big T-shirt. Nice, beautiful, good time.
Mike Rutledge, I thought it was too.
No, it's not. South of that. You're getting close. There's south of that.
Somebody said another one.
It's not blind pass. I ain't gonna give you any more. You gotta work. This is a $30 T-shirt.
There's someone else Mutt Butt.
Huh?
Mud Butt.
No. Hey, listen. So when you see it, come here.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
All right, she knows what it is. She knows what she's looking for.
They heard it.
They heard it.
I don't think so. All right, y'all got to work. So what was the other question?
Oh no, I'm gonna just tell you all the places that people are gonna meet you. So
These are places Courtney's telling us where.
culture, lifestyle, they're gonna meet up with you guys and go fishing.
Good.
Let's see. They're gonna go on the flats for some fishing. Let's see. Lake Okeechobee.
Oh yeah, Lake Okeechobee. Y'all remember I hit rocks last time I came through there. Tore my props up, cost me a good deal of money.
Jason Kane said, Mikey, how's it going? All I know is that if Marty is there, he won't cut his hair, and he drove the Scooby-Doo painted car up in New York City.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll tell you, you must be a friend with Marty there in New York City. We definitely spending some time up there. Marty knows he's from that area, and I've never been to New York City other than by water, but I've not been in the city, so we're going to spend some time up there.
Mike Williams said, is it Mullet Key Bay?
No. Look for Fort DeSoto. I'm giving it to you. Look for Fort DeSoto. And it's there's only one pass out of Fort DeSoto. If you're on Google Earth, you ought to be able to get it in seconds. But
Tell him.
I'm giving you, not Stump Pass, that's very south.
We have it. Okay,
All right,
hold on.
somebody got it, sounds like.
Okay, J-Lo,
What is
Beauty's Pass.
who?
Isn't that J-Lo?
J-Lo 181.
Beauty's Pass. Is that it?
Let me see on here. All right, I think
Beauty's
we
Pass.
I think
we
that's
may have it. Let me see.
Jason Kane. I watch every video, but I don't know the answer.
You got it, J-Lo. Bunce's Pass. That's close enough.
Okay.
It's Bunce's Pass.
Bunce's
Look on the
Pass,
map.
yeah.
Bunce's Pass is at the north end of Fort DeSoto. It's a beautiful, beautiful pass if you're ever in the area. Fort DeSoto is probably one of the next to Venice Beach, my most favorite areas. Bunce's Pass. So, is it J-Lo? Is that what it was?
J-Lo, yeah.
J-Lo, send your emails. Say you're the winner for the T-shirt from the live. To Mike at michaeljstein.com. Be in the show notes. It's usually all over the place. Bunce's Pass was the answer. I said it and gave you lots of opportunities.
Anthony Grasso and also Kayak 7 Seas both guessed it as well after.
Good. Pays to watch the videos. That's why I do this.
Culture,
Yeah,
lifestyle, travel, so you should incorporate some of your cooking into your videos, especially.
very
on
good.
your
A lot of people have been asking that. That is definitely coming. I can't quite tell you why, but that's coming very soon. I'm gonna have a much better kitchen setup, and I'm gonna show you stuff that we do both on the boat, off the boat, and prep for the boat. And so thanks for that. Definitely got that coming. That'll be coming soon. Let's see. So as a quick commercial, I appreciate everybody watching. And I was looking for, and I had it here, and I'm not sure what I've done with it. Y'all know I have the mug and the Good Times mug. And we have starting a program, and it's to help to fund the trip. And if you're interested, I will always have free content, but there will be some extra stuff. And if you join the mug club by ordering a mug right now, they're half off. It will be going up very shortly. But you will get real in the mornings when we're getting ready to go or what we're doing that day content for you, and you'll know where we are real time. That's not to say you won't know for a meetup. We'll make sure you know, all my subscribers know, but this is something for people that help, and they won't. I've had many people ask to be a part of it, and this is the best way to be a part of it. Join the mug club, have coffee with us in the morning, and see what we're doing, and we'll spread that with you. And it's going up. It's going to be $69 a year, for the whole year. But you'll get content for the whole year. Plus, you get the mug, and then I would love to see a picture. You send me a picture of you drinking coffee in the Good Times mug, and we'll include it on future videos. So that's going to wrap it up. If there's no other major questions, Courtney, I'll let her read over them. So Good Times is looking a lot better. Don't think it's going to slow down the trip. I got some really awesome content coming from Western North Carolina. I did some cool kayak trips. Y'all know, you've seen a couple of them. I did a solo overnighter on the island. I did some river trips, French Broad trips. One where I flipped a kayak. You'll see it. It's really good. So I got those will last probably for about 2 or 3 weeks. I'm gonna roll them out faster, and then you'll start seeing everything I'm doing on Good Times. That'll be coming out as well. Spread the fire if you don't mind. Spread the channel. For some weird reason, and I'm not going to freak out about it, but my subscribers have actually went south a few. Could be, who knows. I don't know what it is, but help spread the channel if you will. And I like to spread the channel on other people. So Kayak 7 Seas, we did a paddle with them. I'm going to do a video with that. He has a smaller channel, but he's got some good content if you want to know about paddling up in the mountains as well as here in Florida. One of the channels I follow, Barefoot Selling Adventures. I did an interview with them. That'll be coming here real soon. And I'm forgetting one second name of it. But any other YouTubers want to collaborate, let me know. Send me an email, mike@michaeljsteen.com, and we'll get together. But I'm going to leave it right there, and I appreciate y'all helping out. And let's keep these good times going. See you soon.